Good morning, children. Welcome to the second session of Geography. In the last session, we began with Introduction to Economics. In that session, we got acquainted with the meaning of economics and types of economies. In this session, we shall study about the factors of economy, globalization of economy, and functions of an economy. Let us begin then, starting with the factors that affect the economy of a country, that is, the production of goods and services in a country. So, the factors that affect an economy are geographical area and natural resources, political sovereignty, occupations, and population. Let us study them one by one. Geographical area and natural resources. Location or geographical area and natural resources certainly affects an economy. We can understand this by a simple example. We have seen that most of the poorest countries in the world are in the tropics, where it is hot, the land is less fertile, and water is more scarce. This makes it clear that in extremes of climate, either hot or cold, too much of energy is invested into the business of survival, and so there is very little energy left over for development. Also, the land and water routes, which play a key role in the development of an economy, depend on the geographical location. For example, China has three of the busiest ports in the world. This helps them in transportation as well as raising money through tolls and shipping services. The next factor affecting an economy is political sovereignty. Sovereignty means freedom. Political sovereignty means the power of government by law. How a country operates, that is, how a country is governed, has a great impact on the development of a country. The form of government within a country, that means whether a country is democratic, communist, or militaristic, the stability of the government, the policies enforced by the government, as well as the trade laws play a very important role in the economic development of a country. The third economic factor affecting an economy is the occupation. If more population is involved in tertiary and quaternary occupations, it helps in the economic development. Primary and secondary occupations generate less revenue for a country. In this way, occupations also affect a country. The next economic factor affecting an economy is population. A healthy, skilled, and literate population helps in the development of an economy. Now, let us study about some important facts about economics. Children, economics is a very important social subject, a subject related to society. Also, Economics is used on a large scale in agriculture, trade, finance, administration, law, and in our daily life. Economics is very important in the social development of humans. Students, Adam Smith is known as the father of economics. In his book Wealth of Nations, that was published in 1776, he has defined economics as the science of wealth. That means, according to Adam Smith, economics is a science that studies about wealth. Students, now let us study about globalization of the economy. Globalization means building a world economy which is borderless, wherein natural resources, services, profit, capital, labor, and technology flow freely across borders of countries. Globalization means there is free trade and all restrictions on investments are set aside. Economic globalization refers to restriction-free international movement of goods, capital, services, and information. Distribution of movies and magazines in multiple countries, shipping and air travel, traveling to experience other places and cultures, living, working, or going to a school in a place other than the place where you happen to be born, exchange of goods and services between nations are all examples of globalization. Now, let us see the functions of an economy. Children, we have seen that according to the needs, every country has a different economy. Countries like Germany and USA have adopted capitalistic economy, while countries like India and Sweden have adopted mixed economy. Though the countries may have adopted different economies, but the main functions of the economy are similar. Let us study these functions. The first function is to decide the product and the quantity of production. That means to decide what should be produced and on the basis of the demand of the country, decide how much of it should be produced. The second function is to minimize the production costs as much as possible. That is, to reduce the expenses needed to produce or make a product so as to earn maximum profit and to make the products available at reasonable prices to the common people. The third function is to distribute the national income according to social and economic justice. The national wealth is distributed fairly so as to reduce the social and economic inequality. The next function is making appropriate provisions for the economic needs of the future. It means to make the necessary arrangements and adopt policies so as to be prepared to satisfy the economic needs of the future. The fifth function is to decide for whom the goods will be produced. This means, according to the age group and need of the population, decide for whom the goods will be produced. Thus, an economy tries hard to create a balance between limited sources and unlimited needs. Children, I hope you all have understood the concepts of economy, types of economy, globalization, and the factors affecting the economy, as well as the functions of an economy. Stay safe. Thank you.